Yes. Boo-doo-boo. What day of the week is it? It is Thursday. Hello, Thursday. All right. Let me let the girls know that we're live. First line of duty is letting everyone know that we are live. If you're watching this in the repeat, hello. Hey. Just note there's no one here right now. That's why I'm speaking to you. And there's like a moment of silence between us. You know what I mean? So just try to get past that, okay? Oh, they were here. My chat was just off. Hello. Hello. How are we feeling? Let me load up chat on here as well. Hoo-ya Navy! How does Santa do it? How does Santa twerk? How are we all feeling? Okay, I am live again on both Twitch and YouTube. I have my YouTube chat loaded up here, and I have Twitch in front of me. Hello, everyone. I am maximizing how many muckers I can speak to at once here, and I love it. Where are we all watching from? Where are we all watching from? Hoo-ya Navy, says Hannah. Adam's trade. Hey! Yes! Norway, Virginia. Not stinky Florida. I love Florida. Queens, New York, baby. Florida, Arizona, Vegas. It's crazy to me that people live in Vegas. I cannot believe that you live in Vegas. That to me is bonkers. Brighton? Wait, Freddie, you live in Brighton? That's crazy. Alabama. How are we all feeling today? I'm in a good mood. I just made my coffee. I'm super delayed on everything today. I made my coffee and I started drinking it, and then I realized that it's almost 10 p.m. No worries. Pittsburgh, Connecticut, Turkey. I loved Turkey whenever I went. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What is the Discord link? I don't know if we have any... Oh, hi, Zoe. Zoe, should we share the link? Is that okay with everyone? Who here wants into the Discord? Again, this is not a Discord that I run. It's like a Discord created by the Muckers. So that's why I'm not sharing the link always. I mean, it's their server, you know? I'm just grateful to be a part of it. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the mods. Love from Australia. I would love to go to Australia. Zoe is trade. Really? Okay, people are asking for the Discord. Okay, I will cook up a link for you. Zoe is trade is crazy. Okay, a lot of people are wanting in. All right, we will work on it. We will work on it. How are we all feeling, though? Dublin, hello. Mods are trade. By the way, does anyone currently watching the YouTube stream want to help moderate the YouTube stream? We have our mod team on Twitch, but if anyone's watching right now on YouTube, just say me, and I will add you as a mod. Welcome. I'm not invited. Love for Australia. All right, let me add some people as mods on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for helping. Because our first topic today is going to be on Ethan Klein. So I need y'all. Atlanta Muckers, let's go. Shout out to the Atlanta Muckers. Adam equals trade. Really? Oh, Freddie, of course. There you go. You've been added. Come back to Minneapolis. I would love to go back to Minneapolis. Who's at it again? Oh, Ethan. Yeah, there's been a huge video dropped on Ethan today. Like I think it's called Ethan Klein's War on Women. So I am intrigued to see what we're dealing with there. So we will get into that in a second. Okay, I've added a bunch of mods on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Give it up. Give it up for the random squad that has just been formed in moderators. Modding me would be trade. You know what? Sure. So yeah. Welcome. The first thing is something that I have been waiting all day to watch. It is from, is it Alex Novel or Novel? And it's Ethan Klein's War on Women. Now it's an IR, so we're going to have to lock in here. Adam, you look good today. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I agree, Dustin. Okay, we have a link officially for the Discord. Let me send it. Again, I just want to clarify that this Discord, people message me sometimes and they're like, Adam, I need your opinion on this that's happening in the Discord. And I just want to say again that there are moderators. There's a great mod team over there. I love and adore them. However, I want you to know that it is not my Discord. It is theirs. I'm grateful that they let me be a part of it. If you have issues with it, go directly to them. All right. I have also put it on YouTube pinned as well. There you go. And now they do close it. So if you want to join, I would join like now because it never be opened because it's maintainable. But anyways, I am excited for today's stream because yesterday was so much fun. So again, first topic that we're going to be getting into is the Ethan Klein War on Women video. And then after that, I saw that Ethan, who's speaking up about James Charles, member went on Kayla Malik and Jacob Sartorius's podcast. So I thought we could watch that. And also, I want to talk about, Elam, Captain Puffy, Kara, speaking up about her past relationship with Elam or Elam. How do you pronounce it? Which one is it? Can we play a song? Baby, we're on YouTube now as well. That CEO will come down from above. Is this actually live? Yes. Elam. Wait, YouTube's saying Elam, and you guys are saying something different. Elam. It's Elam, right? Elam. Congrats on the 500K. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Are you gonna watch Trump's speech? No, I'm good. I'm sure all of our timelines are gonna be absolutely flooded with it later anyways. I'm good. All right. Are we ready to get into the first topic? This is Daft pre-recorded. What do you want me to do to prove that this is fucking live? Do you want me to juggle? Oh, 6-7. You just got 6-7. Lol. One of my friends in real life gets really annoyed whenever people laugh at 6-7, so I go out of my way to troll her. 6-7. She's like, she goes, it just makes me angry. I just don't understand how you find it funny at all. And I'm like, 6-7. It's so stupid. All right, guys, I'm not allowing Trump talk in the chat. This is going to be our one little bit of escapism, and I know a lot of you are American. This is going to be an escapist moment for us. So no Trump talk, please. We're going to live in a little state of delusion for as long as we're on this stream. Soph said, Adam, our little prankster. Well, yes. All right. Let me pull up the tour promo that I'm going to need to read off of. Oh my God. Also, I saw a spike in London ticket sales over the last couple days, and I wonder if anyone has asked for tickets to the show for Christmas. Who knows? All right. Are we ready to get into the video? If you're ready, give me a little Hoo-ya Navy. How does Santa do it? Give the dog a kiss if it's a dog that licks. Take a cookie, 1, 2, or 3. Does Santa wear goggles? What else does she say? Give him a kiss, or 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3. Release him. Night vision goggles. Oh my God. All right. Gigi said, what the fuck is happening? Is this normal? Yeah, this is what you don't see. Like, this is normally been like changed to Twitch, but now that it's opened up to you guys on YouTube as well as the Twitch people here, you're getting to see like what we actually do. When you click on the video, there's so much build up to the video. Did you watch the trailer for her movie? Yes, I did. All right. Guys, get your Hoo-ya Navies in again. Come on. I can't believe Release Him is a funeral song. Okay, love. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, everyone. I have waited all day for this moment to watch this video because it has been the topic of conversation on everything I'm seeing online, and so many of you in the community were sending it to me as well. So I went, right, we'll dive into it together. I'm seeing a lot of discourse about the video, as there normally are with videos about this individual, but this is a video about Ethan Klein, and it is called Ethan Klein's War on Women, Content Terminator from Alex Novell. And yeah, I've been seeing, it's only been posted 20 hours ago, but I've been seeing so many people talk about it. So we are going to dive into it. And yeah, we will see what it has to do about. But also, if you're in London on March 21st, I finally got around to announcing my London show. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a chaotic night, and it is going to be a night to remember. Tickets are down below if you want to come, and also my Patreon is still 30% off using the code YouTubeMucker. You will immediately get access to me reacting to Shane Dawson's movie, me reacting to the Ruby Frankie doc, me reacting to Trisha's Broadway show, me reacting to Escape the Night Season 1, 2, 3, and we're currently doing 4, and also Beast Games Season 1. All right, let's dive into it, shall we? I want to play this on normal speed.
Now look at this fucking vile pig. Fucking demon, dude. We need to exterminate him.
Okay, so you got Taylor, Frogan, Madison, and Denims. I'm getting similar vibes already as to... Who was it that made that video of Ethan? The, like, cartoonish one that was, like, absolutely terrifying. That was, like, absolutely terrifying. Lydia said, damn, right into it. No, literally. The scary animation. Yeah,
We don't believe in extermination, but let's just move them somewhere else. All right, we need to get this here in its own neighborhood, with its own kind. It's fantasy.
The culture war is raging on all fronts. Foot soldiers, fresh off the assembly line, strike the hot iron of the...
Oh, also, sorry, it's a given anyways, but this video will be linked down below, and shout out to this creator.
Battlefield in droves, inoculated with the pounding drums of war.
It's going to war, you know what it is, guys. It's fucking straight up. The front lines, I'm going to the front today to fight for the Jewish people.
Trapped in a never-ending battle against anyone brave enough to fight back.
This is crazy already. This is crazy already. Goodness.
The architect of the culture war sits safe and tucked away from the horrors of the front lines. With endless resources and endless rage for the world.
Oh my god. Snark energy supply. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's good.
That he created. But maybe, just maybe, we can turn back the clock. Maybe this time, we can actually stop Judgment Day from happening once and for all. Face the force, powering all the hate, and shut it down.
This is so ridiculous already.
It's the only way to bring about change.
H3 subreddit, biggest snark page ever. Uh-huh. Preach it. Preach it, 20 clients OT.
To the chaos of war. Some people think that change is impossible. And maybe they're right.
This is
Because
so
if I know
ridiculous.
one thing, it's that culture war. Culture war never changes.
It's so scary. Thank you, Dustin. This is scary as fuck.
Let me tell you guys a story.
Ethan Klein can't stop harassing women on the
Ooh.
internet.
You know what?
Right into it.
I
Right
don't
into
like
it.
talking about women's looks.
Yeah, said that one. You don't need to. You don't need to.
It's beneath me. That being said, you pig, you loser. It looks like she lives in a swamp. It looks like she hasn't showered, and she is a succubus. You're a fucking piece of shit. You are the biggest fucking. Oh, can I say it? She did. Fuck you. I can call her a bitch. I can call.
God. Again, we talk about this every time when we like just see videos of Ethan, even when they're in context, when they're out of context, just in general. It's like I cannot think of another word than what we constantly say, which is just like loser. Like loser behavior. So overall, like man-child, yeah. It really, really is. And the constant looking for approval to his wife so that he can disrespect other women is just...
Call her a horrible person, but I would never do that. I would never say that. And no, and I mean that. I only use this harsh language to exemplify the fact that I can say whatever I want about her.
Can I just say that we don't have a clique problem at this school? And some of us shouldn't have to take this workshop because some of us are just victims in this situation?
That's probably true. How many of you have ever felt personally victimized by Ethan Klein?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Whether he's victimizing himself about anti-Semitism
Sorry, this is ridiculous.
or those dreaded snarkers, Ethan has spent the last 2 years honing his blade of victimhood and using it to strike down any woman who dares to criticize him.
This insane harassment and defamation campaign that you've been sucked into.
Harassment and defamation campaign is what he's calling it. No worries.
And while you are trying to be this fair arbiter of truth and research, you are repeating straight up fucking lies as part of a anti-Semitic hate campaign. And I'm not saying she is yet.
You may.
And you're saying swastika hilt should not make me feel uncomfortable. No, you're insane. And what, 3 million people watched that and nobody who supports him thought that that was a little fucking nuts, a little fucked up to tell that? It's just like, these people don't give a fuck. I mean, it's kind of disillusioning where it's like, do these people care about this at all, about anyone?
But that blade of victimhood cuts both ways, as both
Jesus
his
Christ.
YouTube channels are bleeding subscribers. The H3 podcast, Ethan's main channel, has lost almost 400,000 subscribers since January of 2024, making them one of the fastest shrinking communities on the platform.
Let's be real.
Damn.
Let's call a spade a spade. The views are down. We'll get him back. these are people that I wanted to shed anyway. Let's be real. I knew what I was doing when I got into this. But
Those are people I wanted to shed anyways. That's what I knew I was getting myself in for. What, about losing his viewers? He's like raging that they left, and then he's like trying to take a little bit of control, and he's like, oh, I'm so glad. Like, this was the plan to get rid of them anyways. Was it? Was it? I still do think that when it comes to H3, they got themselves to a peak with a huge new audience that came with Frenemies, which was predominantly the kind of people now that disagree with Ethan's takes. So it's like at a certain stage, he got an audience that he probably didn't want. So maybe he is telling the truth. Maybe he is telling the truth. You know what I mean? He may have a smaller audience now, but he's able to get away with all of that things that we just saw him saying about women. You know what I mean? Whereas he wouldn't have with the audience. Maybe he actually is happy to have gotten rid of them. I don't really know that someone whose livelihood depends on people watching them would be happy about less people watching them, but I guess he has his reasons.
the views are down, the members are down, the revenue's down. And
Ethan's coughing. Listen to him. He's like Tiny Tim, man.
Dude.
He's like Tiny Tim over here.
But Ethan Klein will not go down without a fight. When he's not going scorched earth on his former friends and colleagues, Ethan Klein spends his time fighting multiple court battles and raged.
H3 wasn't at its peak with Trisha. They used to get millions of views. I would say they were at their most culturally relevant during Frenemies. And I think that reflects on the views and the impact on the community.
Texting anyone who disagrees with him. I was actually lucky enough to be on the receiving end of some incredibly paranoid Ethan Klein rage texts that I've taken the artistic liberty of bringing to life with a dramatic reenactment.
In this dramatic reenactment, the part of Ethan Klein will be played by Michael Jackson.
Hope mediation went well yesterday.
What the fuck? That comment is just so me. Oh, what the hell, sure? What the hell, sure?
Let me know if you think today will work better for you or if tomorrow is better. I know you have a show today, so no worries if you need to postpone. I'm around all day today and tomorrow.
Meditation ended up taking like 13.
This is so stupid. Oh my god. This is so fucking stupid. Oh my god.
Hours.
No worries, we can talk tomorrow.
The next day.
How's today looking for you?
Do you have a problem with Taylor Lorenz?
That is good. That is so fucking funny. This is so fucking stupidly funny. Deeply, deeply, deeply unserious.
Infrequently retweeting the account called Ethan's Attic, whose sole purpose is to lambast my declining mental health. Do you think it's okay to target someone's mental health as a partisan attack?
I retweeted him for sharing my video. I'm a small creator. Retweets do not equal endorsements.
Oh, okay.
This is so fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh, nothing has made me laugh this genuine in a long time.
All my accounts are public. It's not a gotcha that I've interacted with these folks before.
Here is a post that you retweeted. That jacket is fitting because Ethan Klein...
Oh my god, Steven.
...is now just a locale. Do you think I'm a locale?
I think he
Steven!
has always been kind of this way.
I love Steven. I love Steven. Great guy, great guy. Steven is so amazing. He is so amazing. They've never seen someone so amazing.
So I have been watching H3 since the beginning. I remember my first article about H3 is in like 2018, I think is when I first started writing about him in Newsweek. And I've always found his content fascinating, but it's evolved so much over time. He's starting to get more and more paranoid. Ethan Klein has become more siloed off. And I don't think he even leaves the house anymore except to go to the podcast. He's kind of scared of everything. That's why he's like siloed himself off in this $1 million mansion. And I think over time, that problem has only gotten worse.
Ethan Klein is actually in a state of psychosis.
Yeah.
I think part of what's it feels maddening. It feels like gaslighting, like crazy making. Like it's so frustrating to look at all these super woke people and nobody fucking.
I just hate. I hate when people say woke. I hate the word woke. I hate it so much. I've just never hated a term so much. My hate for it is huge. I hate the word. I hate like when people use the word woke in this kind of context.
See what's happening.
Ethan's paranoia has clearly overtaken his online personality to the point that it's become the fuel for his entire content machine.
She's doing the thing where she.
My favorite Marvel hero, super woke.
He's saying this Jew is hallucinating anti-Semitism. He's tricked his audience into thinking there's anti-Semitism, and he's making them paranoid. And it's actually totally fucking insane. Like, this is just straight up Nazi racism. Like, holy fuck.
From Ethan's perspective, everyone is out to get him. But that also means that everyone is also fair game to be targeted by him.
Listen, if you're gonna talk shit about me, I have a policy. This goes for everybody. I don't give a fuck how small of a creator you are. If you talk shit, you're fair game. And if you can't deal with it, then don't make the fucking video. Welcome to online.
Oh yeah, you're not listening.
I'm not like all the other bitches that you can shit on and fucking just collect the pity.
We can tell because we can see the length in your Instagram story. It's like an Azalea Banks Instagram story.
Free views. That's not how I do it, okay?
Ethan's quite successfully turned the word snarker into a catch-all term for anyone who criticizes him.
That's so true. That is so fucking true. It really is. Because he'll be like Taylor Lorenz, who's a journalist. Snarker. Steven in this video, snarker. Adam McIntyre, snarker. Cruel World Happy Mountain, snarker. It really is. It really is. It's so stupid. Yeah, for someone you could literally refer to as the ultimate snarker. Like, in all true to its meaning in the word, like, Ethan Klein to me encapsulates what a snarker is, which is so funny. Fake news! Fake news!
Snark needs to start being used as a pejorative. Like, that needs to be a slur. Someone's a snarker, that's like a straight up, like, racial slur.
But then we don't
Jesus
want to
Christ.
say it.
Oh my god! It's me! Oh my god, isn't that crazy? Oh, this is the clip where Hila Klein is like, Adam McIntyre should disappear. And then I went, Hila Klein is such a loser. She's losing it. And then they went fucking crazy. They went fucking crazy on me. Lol.
Right. No, you can say it, but it's like, you can say it.
Not if it's a racial slur.
It's genius, really. He doesn't have to address any criticism. He can just say that every person criticizing him is part of a deranged snarker hate mob.
You are so dumb. Yeah, this alleged harassment campaign. Thanks to Content Crash Out, the most deranged and also snark subreddit, for giving me all the information I ever needed about Ethan. It didn't invite speculation from anyone out the most deranged snark circles. That's what snark brain is, and that's what he's suffering from. You don't have to suffer from snark brain. We need to.
It really is so crazy to me because when you think of the way he describes Reddits, all you have to do again is go to the H3 one, and it is one of the biggest pages on Reddit, and it is so filled with snark fucking behavior, like to its core, that you could argue that the reason that he's so against snark is because, I mean, they're the biggest at it. They really are the biggest at it. They really are. It's just so ironic. It's ironic and it's annoying because it's like you can't argue with or have a real conversation with someone who like inherently is that hypocritical because clearly they're aware of their it's just there's no point.
We need a hotline. 1-800 snark brain.
Ethan didn't invent hate mobs, but he is an expert on weaponizing his own.
All right, let's go to war, guys. Speaking of which, and like I said, when you see what's going on, I have no choice. I have to do this. I want to get along with the fun and the games and just have silly, fun episodes. And Listen, we did have some silly, fun, lighthearted episodes this week. I'm glad to offer a variety. However, when this is happening, when the war is coming, listen, I'm like Ukraine. When the war comes to me, I have no choice but to defend myself.
Okay.
I'm being invaded, okay?
Okay.
And
Also, the death of YouTube is this: weaponizing an audience, using an audience. That shouldn't be allowed. Like, I don't think that should be allowed at all. Like, I think that you could talk about your experience, and if your audience come to the conclusion that they want to post something on that person's page or whatever, fine, you can't control your audience. But when you're like rallying up, we're going to war, whatever, and creating quote unquote enemies that you're actually like in this, it just is so irresponsible. It's so irresponsible. Seeing a lot of love for Miss Piggy. Give it up for Miss Piggy, everyone. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. And what? Like, if you destroy enough communities, who are you left to fight with? Her body is tea. Miss Piggy, Franklin doll, limited edition, porcelain doll, 2000. Yes, that is her. Give it up for her again. Yes.
And ironically, I'm also being invaded by a bunch of fucking commie tankies.
Besides his rabid community
God.
of YouTube members, Reddit foot soldiers, and FUPA troopers, Ethan Klein also has a network of commentary orbiters leeching off of him for drama content.
Nicholas Diorio, my fucking best friend, dude. I call him Jolly Saint Nick. I love Nicholas Diorio. I'll say it. I've been watching your content. I think you're a very funny guy.
And
it's funny looking back on the different eras of H3 and who they've tried to befriend within the YouTube scene. My favorite thing about this is that they will befriend like the worst kind of fucking channels within the commentary space, right? And then be like, oh, and Rich Lux. Like, that to me is my favorite thing. They'll be like Nicholas Diorio, whatever the names of the other ones are. And then they'll be like, and Rich Lux. Just throw him in. It's
and I feel like your coverage has been really good on topics that I end up watching. Like, you really...
Yeah, because he's up your ass. They're so performative.
You're good with research.
He's the Pope.
Top slopper and cousin of John Pork, Nicholas Diorio, made over $241,000 in a single year covering the Ethan Klein drama in his classic VTuber slop format.
This is why I respect this guy. He stands on fucking business. That's what he's doing right now. It could have been so easy to just maintain a friendship with Hassan and just flow through, cashing in the money from these fucking freaks. But instead, he's doing this, and I respect him endlessly for it.
For years, Ethan's content was about goofing on people. But if you tune into the H3 podcast today, Ethan is just using his show as a platform to destroy his enemies. And who does he choose to destroy? Well, lately, it's almost exclusively women.
Ethan Klein claims he will never be done harassing iDubbbz and his wife, and he said, that's not what I said. And if that is what I said, if I did say that, then you guys still deserve it. And
it's crazy how many clips from different shows they have that are like big moments of him coming for people. It's like, damn. A genuine question for anyone who watches H3 who is in the chat, whether it be the YouTube chat or the Twitch chat, are there episodes that are fun? And I mean that like in an actual way, no condescending at all. Like, are there also fun episodes? Like, do they do fun things? Do they have fun? Do they, you know what I mean? Used to be.
By the way, you can never accuse me of harassing them after what they did. I can never harass them. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, it will never qualify as harassment because what they did that launched this. Fuck them both forever.
If you're afraid that everyone you meet is gonna come after you, like, what does that do to a person? It makes you into a perpetual victim. It's always about, I am the, Again, I am the victim. I am the one at fault. You are bullying me, though I am bigger, though I am more.
Such a good point. You quote unquote being the one in power financially, career wise, and stuff like that, but then you're the one that's being done wrong, or you're the victim in it, or you're the inferior one. That's not true.
Though I speak in hyperbole about how these people are the most awful things on the planet, which again is also kind of part of the Ethan Klein brand, is that everyone else attacking me is okay to attack, but if you attack me, that is considered unacceptable, and my audience should know about that.
Oof.
It is, I can do whatever I want. I feel like I can attack anyone I want. But if I give that same response back, then you deserve no sympathy.
There's certain lines you cross, and you cross it with the wrong people, and that's what you did. Just wait. Just wait. Okay? I can't wait for videos crying, Ethan's suing me. Ethan's stalking me. Ethan's all this. Yup! I'm doing all that. I'll see you soon.
Ethan.
Again, maybe I'm just a happier individual than some, but what do you get out of watching content like that? Like, my main creators that I watch are so vastly different than someone who every day is like openly threatening people, openly talking about lawsuits, like even just that at its core. Like, that just personally for me, I couldn't have that be like the creator I devoted the most time to, because it feels like that would be incredibly draining on me, and then maybe make me a nasty person, which would explain the H3 Productions Reddit, mind you. It's just, I really do wonder what the knock-on effect from a viewer standpoint it is if you're someone who watches every single one of their shows and has for long times and is on their side and in support of them. I wonder what their show has like influenced you, because it has to have influenced you even a little bit.
Didn't sue XQC, who he previously accused of being a content thief.
No, you still are a content thief, in my opinion.
Take it back.
No, why would I take it back?
Because if you're gonna reel it back and say,
I just said that wasn't a good analytical point. I still think you're a content thief.
He went for women in the commentary space, smaller creators that he could bury in legal fees and bully into.
Also, I think there's something to note as well about the fact that, like, not only is he coming for smaller creators, but like, he comes so much for journalists, which I just find really weird. That to me is something that I find really weird. I really do. The constant coming for journalists is very strange to me. That really is. Lil Simsy is my goat. I love Lil Simsy. I suggest you don't fuck with my sis.
Hostage style apologies.
There's so many people, in my opinion, that owe me an apology that I'm not honest.
Again, this is so crazy as well, because not only is he someone that like constantly comes for people, right? That's one thing. But he's someone who constantly doubles down on like, people owe me an apology. Like, he isn't just even starting shit at this stage. He like expects things. I don't know. It's
honestly not. I'm not complaining about any of the ones I get.
Ethan Klein's long-running struggle with his ingrained misogyny has gotten him into a few controversies over the years. But nowadays, his show has morphed into almost exclusively misogynistic rants about women who have criticized his rhetoric.
Yeah, and I'm not here to criticize anyone's
I'm not either, but like
stuff. But like, if you're gonna get on,
I'm obsessed with I'm not here to criticize anyone's fashion. I'm not here to criticize anyone. Even if they stop the sentence there, it's like, coming from H3 is crazy. Really
camera
is.
Like this. Like, how dare you sit there and moralize and theorize and LARP like a fucking mental health professional of any kind? You don't know anything.
I have to admit, I slipped up the other day.
Kinda is.
I called Taylor Lorenz the dealer.
I know, but she is.
But I do regret saying that. I don't like using the
You
dealer
have to, but
on
like
a
you
woman.
reserve it for the special cases.
But yeah, sometimes it really.
As far as other male content creators, I feel like I've come a long way in terms of like not using that word in a misogynistic way, right? I almost phase it out entirely. I can call her a
My
bitch.
God. You know, I've came a long way from my misogynistic ways.
I can call her a horrible person, but I would never do that. Denims is a dumb fucking bitch. She's a fucking bitch.
His fans, I couldn't help but the whole time feel like, shut up, bitch! The way that I felt for...
Hey, Rock. You know what? Standing up for the Rock.
It's so interesting as well because so much of the content now is like the boys culture, I guess. But for their women audience, I'm like, the women audience that's left over, are you just fine with that? Do you like that? Or are you one of the women that like you get off on like women being hated on or made fun of? You know, that group of women, you know, because they exist. Is that what we're dealing with here?
Among all the women
Very
that he spends his
strange.
time raging about, perhaps no one has been harassed by Ethan Klein more than Taylor Lorenz.
Taylor Lorenz, brief update on my...
And again, I said this in one of my last streams. Taylor Lorenz is like Ethan Klein's dream. Like dream, right? Do not call dream queer. And the reason for that is because Ethan Klein and Taylor Lorenz are in this like endless content. You know, Ethan will say something about Taylor. Taylor will respond because Taylor normally, more times than not, will respond to things that are being said about her and clarify it or address it, whatever. That's how Taylor approaches social media and her journalism, and that's just what she does. But that works great for Ethan because Ethan can say something about Taylor. Taylor responds. Ethan then posts that with the response. Taylor responds to that. Ethan responds to that. Like, he's found a like content glitch within Taylor because he knows how Taylor Lorenz deals with her one-on-ones with people publicly. And that works out perfect for him, whereas other people, you know, don't respond to him. Taylor will because she wants to clarify and call him out, which also she's in every right to do. But for Ethan, that then creates this ongoing content, which is why I believe that like Taylor Lorenz is truly like his current fixation, if you will.
Best friend, my favorite girl, Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz was accusing me of being a misogynist for saying she looked like a ventriloquist dummy. But here she is making fun of my small feet, trying to demasculate me. Yeah, you saw Taylor Lorenz there, eh?
I saw and a bunch of other people.
You said she was looking real sour.
Yeah.
Nobody
so
probably
weird.
wants to be friends with her because they're afraid she's gonna like break down what they misrepresent, some weird shit, and write an article about them.
She was yucking it up with some people. It looks like she had
More like yucky and it up.
What's Ethan's goal with targeting you, do you think?
I think he hates women in a lot of ways.
Oh my God, Taylor did an interview for this.
But I think it's the Hassan thing too. Like, I'm a progressive woman, like in Hassan's like broader internet circle. And I think he's a bigot who doesn't, you know, he doesn't like progressive women.
I've known Taylor personally for many years, and Taylor has always kind of been a target of right-wing harassment campaigns.
True.
Taylor responds to these people.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And that is what they want out of an enemy. They want someone who will keep engaging.
Haha, Steven, I made the point before you. I love
and
Steven.
will keep creating content for them. You know, Ethan keeps going, and then Taylor responds, which he has every right to do.
Oh my God, this is like word for word what I said.
Keeps the content mill running over and over and over. I think when it comes to like Ethan's, you know, Ethan definitely, I believe, you know, having spoken to a lot of the women he's gone after, he definitely goes after women a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's undeniable at this point.
Ethan Klein's obsession with Taylor Lorenz runs deep. Between the hundreds of Instagram stories and podcast callouts, it's clear that Ethan Klein is using his platform to try to destroy Taylor's professional reputation.
Taylor, you are a propagandist scumbag. This is not
Jesus
reporting.
Christ.
This is hackery. Oh, Taylor. Oh shit. Taylor, okay, I wasn't prepared for this.
Thanks so much for chatting with me.
I'll be totally honest with you. I don't respect your reporting.
This was very strange. I had a big problem with this. When they put Taylor's interview up and acted like she was on a call-in, and Ethan would say things or ask questions, and then she would smile and nod, or I just find it so gross. Like it really is so gross. It really is. Like, could you imagine people did to them even half of what on a daily basis they do to targeted individuals?
Yeah, and I don't think you're honest.
Stalker behavior. Well, it's this fixation behavior publicly. Again, I don't think Ethan cares deeply about Taylor Lorenz at all. He knows that he gets content out of her. That's what it is here, right? But Taylor Lorenz is someone who deals with stalkers, and him making her such a target within his community that is already feral AF is just so dangerous. But he doesn't give a fuck about that.
Journalism.
Is that you?
Thanks so much for chatting with me.
Taylor, not if you're a hack. Not if you're a hack. Yep.
It's just so strange.
Taylor, not if you will support Hassan until the very end, no matter what, with the small hope that that
So
if you're
weird.
the last woman on earth, maybe he'll sleep with you.
He's so creepy. Like, so much of this is just so, it just, to me, like, in my opinion, just is so misogynistic. That it's all about sleeping with, or like, oh, just.
Not if that's all true. Go ahead.
It's demeaning.
Go ahead. Not if that's.
Thanks so much for chatting with me.
Okay, yeah. I knew it. And she's so mad. And I just can't get over the fact that, like, Taylor Lorenz keeps lecturing our community, which is majority female, on how much I'm dangerous to women.
Guess what?
If that's true, I find that so crazy. If most of their audience is women, it may be, but that to me would make the behavior of their community even more concerning.
I have bad news for you, Alex. Women are deeply misogynistic. This is what I'm talking about. What do you think snark Reddits are? Snark subreddits are the picture of misogyny on the internet. I don't know where people got the idea that women don't uphold misogyny. He's a misogynist, first of all. Everything he says misogynistic stuff all the time. He's deeply misogynistic and appears to have he look at all the stuff that he said about young women. He just traffics in misogynistic hate, and that feeds these snark communities, because Ethan is actually has a very symbiotic relationship with the snark communities. He has recognized that the snarkers on the internet, these, again, which I've reported on for years, they are vicious, misogynistic, and hateful. And he loves to leverage those people against the women that he targets.
Great source there, girlie. You fucking dumbass. Fuck you.
The HD podcast.
Actually, fuck you. Like, fuck you.
It really is crazy. I mean, like, really stripping it back, I like think about like what like my grandparents would say in this, and for some reason I don't know where that's my mind going, and I could just see like my nana specifically being like, I can't believe a man would speak to a woman like that. You know, that like old like traditional like way they are and stuff like that. Like if I ever showed my nana like this, he would be like, why is that man speaking to that woman and about that woman like that? Like it really is just so crazy. Like, yeah. Why is that man just screaming abuse at this woman? Why?
Fuck you.
After releasing a
It's
video
not.
about
It's not normal. It's really not normal. It's not normal at all.
Ethan Klein on her own.
Oh wait, I just remembered that I forgot to let everyone know that I'm live. I know that I have been live, but I forgot to let people know that I'm live. Let me let people know on my Discord and Instagram that I'm live. Lol, that's so stupid.
YouTube channel, YouTuber Cruel World Happy Mind was invited on the H3 podcast for what she thought would be a good faith conversation. Little did she know, Ethan and his whole crew had prepared an entire docket of debate-style questions for her.
First of all, thanks for calling. Nice to meet you virtually.
Yeah.
I also feel so bad for Madison that she probably felt like she had to go on the H3 show because again she was getting, and it still is getting, this massive hate response online, and I guess she was trying to like make it up to them or so they could hear her point of view, but the problem is these people don't want to hear your point of view. They don't want to hear your point of view.
I appreciate it a lot.
He wanted to bring her on, like corner her because they control the narrative, try to like diminish her credibility, give the audience more of a reason to hate her, and he got away with it.
So what I want to do today is talk through it, right? And I can express myself, you can express yourself, and we'll see if there's any understandings brought. I'm going to try my best to be respectful, and I want to have a productive conversation, right? So that
Productive meaning like changing the narrative, like bringing the narrative back in my favor.
That's my goal here. Do you know what
To be
happened on
honest-
October 7th?
We were living it still because my family lives there.
Do you think Hamas was?
Yeah, and-
Do you think Hamas are terrorists?
Do you think I'm dressed like a pedophile? I don't understand. What is your point?
Seeing, you know,
Christ.
your past Reddit accounts, seeing the sort of jokes that you would continually make about pedophilia, seeing all of that, and your closeness with the brand, I was kind of like, essentially, you know, that association. You know,
Do I make a lot of jokes
that's sort
about
of what I was.
pedophilia? I mean, I acknowledge I had that old account that's like 15 years old and stuff.
He said, did I really make that many jokes like that? And then he goes, but I did have that account. You mean your account pedo troll? Now, I never watched their interview with her because it is so goddamn long. But my God, you have an account called pedo troll. I don't care about the 15 years ago card. Most normal people your age 15 years ago didn't have an account called pedo troll.
Stuff.
And he was
Do I
grown.
make jokes about pedophilia? I don't think so. That's not like a frequent topic. I mean, I talk about Michael Jackson. That's true. Michael Jackson, you know, I make Michael Jackson.
Deflecting from the reason she would have been speaking about it, like the pedo troll account, is crazy.
What do you think about people who make jokes about my?
No. No. Why is Michael Jackson back?
I think it's cruel. I think it's cruel because I think also it's cruel to do that to somebody who's passed away. So it's, you know, the fact that he's been attacked after death is just such.
This is crazy.
A sad thing.
What do you think Michael would have thought about Ethan?
This is so fucking stupid. Why is there a Michael Jackson impersonator in this Ethan Klein video?
I'm ready to get started whenever you are.
No, I'm not done yet.
This is truly so fucking stupid.
We only got like 30 minutes. So
I'm like, hey!
whenever you're ready.
Will you do the moonwalk with me?
I'll try.
Okay.
This is
Then
so
we can get
stupid.
Okay.
Okay. So
This is so clever.
you're gonna go up on the right toe. You slide the left back. It's not bad, actually. Tell me, why did you share this post from Froggy Tonic
So again, the Michael Jackson impersonator is reading out Ethan's tweets.
encouraging people to insult me in real life?
Sorry, the music in the background is fucking killing me. The music in the
Sorry,
background
I
is
mean,
killing
who
me.
has? Not that you shared a post of him doing this.
Like, why is there Michael Jackson instrumental playing in the background of this?
Do you think I deserve violence in some physical
I also can't believe
response?
Ethan texts these.
Again, dude, I've been covering this story and chatting with the individuals involved. How would you suggest I go about getting these people?
I can't believe these are real texts. Sometimes I'm really having to like remind myself that we're like reading real text right now because Mr. Jackson being here is really throwing me off a little bit, if I'm being completely honest.
People to speak frankly about this situation. I don't think you deserve violence or anguish for internet drama, but you realize I'm also Jewish and have faced anti-Semitism online before, right?
I did not know you were Jewish. I'm sorry. Condolences.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, the fucking eye emoji. I did not know you were Jewish. I'm so sorry to hear that. Condolences. What? What?
I should have been like,
Sorry, is that real? Is that fucking real? Is that real? Condolences? What do you mean?
smarter going about it. If I was told like, hey, we're sitting down for a debate, I would have like maybe gone about it differently. But it was like, hey, we're gonna have a conversation.
Oh my God,
here.
Madison.
Like, let's have a kind conversation, and then it's like rephrased as like, this is the debate.
But the live ambush from Ethan was just the beginning of the harassment towards Cruel World Happy Mind. She and her partner began to receive tons of threatening messages from riled up H3 fans.
My husband
And by the way, this is not the first person it's happened to, so they're aware that their community does this.
and got like one of the most intense messages that we got sent, where someone sent him a message saying that they're gonna show up at our house, break my jaw.
Can you imagine knowing your community are capable of this and then continuing to like, we're going to war and, you know, like this kind of stuff?
They called us like a Nazi, our Nazi family. They were gonna show up at our house, break my jaw, break my child's jaw, and like that, and like I forget what else they've said, but like that was like the gist of the message. And so Ethan had sent me a message after he did that whole podcast and said that I should come back on his show, that he wants me to come back on his show. And so the only thing I responded is just sending him like this screenshot, because I was like curious, like, and then someone just said they're gonna show up at our.
Oh my God. Oh my God. His response to her sending that was, prob from a snarker. I don't check my DMs, but I imagine it's full of your fans calling me a pedophile. If you really want to play the victim of hate mail, my fans don't send messages like that. Dude, he really is a terrible, terrible person. He really is a terrible person. How can you argue with someone like that? He really is.
House and break our jaws. Like, what are you gonna say? And all he responds is that's just a snarker. That's not our audience. That's a snarker. That's not our audience.
Ridiculous.
And then he says, you're victimizing yourself.
By the way, my community doesn't harass people.
Does not.
Hi. Does his community take him seriously? Really? How does his community take him serious? Like, I would much rather him own it. I would much rather him fucking own it. Own it. It would be so much better for you to own it.
Not true. Let me explain to you
absolutely, provably, empirically
do you want to hear my perspective, or do you want to fucking just keep playing clips that your production team put together?
Ethan's not even really a commentator anymore. He's a CEO, a capital owner, and his product is drama.
I really miss the time when we could produce fun segments without
Lisa Renna, own it. Own it, baby.
having to sensationalize or clickbait it and just upload it and knowing people were going to enjoy it. I think the only way they'll push it is if it's like hyper specified to you, which is why super specific like drama stuff tends to do the best.
Even as long
So he's aware that this content does the best. That's why he continues to provoke and do these things.
said that he models the H3 podcast after the Howard Stern show. But Ethan's
Goodness. What a terrible thing to pull inspiration from.
ignoring a big difference here. Howard Stern had bosses. Howard Stern had limits set by people that were above him. Ethan Klein answers to no one, and that's part of the problem.
How the fuck are you supposed to grow a business and, you know, participate in this space? You know, I feel like serial rapists and murderers get treated the same way.
Like,
oh my God.
like I know people that worked on somebody like James Charles shoot, and they're treating me the same way.
When you have no guardrails, no one to tell you, hey, maybe don't
God.
rage text that guy, or maybe suing that small creator.
That's what I'm saying. Again, when they did that stream where they were like, why does everyone hate us? Like, what have we done wrong? We just don't understand it or whatever. And then people were responding with all of the reasons, you know? They were responding with all of the reasons why. It's like Jaclyn Hill yesterday, I'm being shadow banned, no one's watching my content anymore. And then people are sending her why they don't watch her content anymore, and she ignores it.
Is a bad look. You end up here, isolated in a mansion, surrounded by yes men, and convinced the whole world is out to get you while you bleed subscribers by the hundreds of thousands.
I don't talk about this because because it's painful and I don't want people to know. But I'll say, I mean, it's from a professional perspective, our entire lives are ruined.
Like, you You would think that these are the nicest people of all time. Wouldn't you? Like, the nicest people of all time. Like, when he says that, I'm like, am I supposed to give a reaction there? Am I supposed to give a reaction that is in any way shocked there? As if it hasn't been like you speedrunning, ruining your reputation, or ruining bridges, like breaking them down? I don't understand.
Collaborations, partners, business partners, employees, creators, friends. Brittany Broski just completely stopped responding to me.
Brittany Broski. Look, I don't blame her if she doesn't want to get involved in. I've seen what this harassment looks like, and I've seen what she received for basically doing nothing, right? So I don't blame her for wanting to not be involved in that, but it doesn't feel fucking good knowing that somebody that I was friends with in real life.
Why are mods deleting my messages asking the reasons people hate Ethan? Probably because they can't fit into a message the amount of things that he's doing that are so terrible.
That I had rapport with, that I hung out with, that I talked to about, making a show together at one point, that we were in like regular contact, just like all of a sudden fucking quietly unfollows me and everything H3 related. Like, sure, I don't blame her. I'm not angry at her, but like at the same time, just.
Are you not angry at her because you're aware of there's maybe a little bit of things you've done in there that affect that? That maybe people professionally don't want to be with you anymore?
I mean, what the fuck did I do? Of course I don't blame her. These people are the worst.
Is that just people that don't like you? Or what? Because, like, is he not, like, and then you would present him like Madison did with, look at what your audience are doing. They're threatening me and my kid's life. And he's like, well, I probably get it worse if I was to check.
But we'll get him, guys. We'll get him. You know me.
This self-pitying and self-fucking victimization is, Jesus Christ.
I'll ruin my fucking life in the pursuit of getting these people.
Ethan Klein is involved in a number of frivolous lawsuits right now that he claims are due to infringements on his copyright.
I've really resented this narrative from Hassan and all of these people in orbit who say their lawsuits are frivolous. When you spend a second to look into it, it's clearly not frivolous. And they keep rehashing the same dumb arguments like, oh, if it wasn't frivolous, why aren't you suing Asmongold? Dude, I said it in the video. I said it a million times over every time. It's because
not the same thing.
They willfully and maliciously copyright infringe.
Yeah.
In actuality, Ethan's lawsuits are a tool to scare and silence his critics. A tactic that Ethan Klein learned the hard way after being scared and silenced himself by film industry mogul and former Harvey Weinstein lookalike Ryan Kavanaugh.
I do think, and I see a lot of comments about it all the time, that the ending of the Ryan Kavanaugh lawsuit has probably affected the way that Ethan now, it appears, is on this like power trip against other people and getting other people, the way that he had to say something about the Ryan Kavanaugh lawsuit at the end that probably embarrassed him. Is that maybe why he made Caseytron do a similar thing?
Ryan Kavanaugh was probably one of the last, real powerful men that he went after. And look what happened with that. Caseytron had to do a similar form of public humiliation that he did with the Ryan Kavanaugh lawsuit.
To Ryan Kavanaugh, I want to offer my sincere and unreserved apology. At the time, I was led to believe you were behind a particular copyright lawsuit. Acting on...
It does make a lot of sense, specifically with the Caseytron thing that just happened. Having to do that court-ordered apology. I mean, we see him having to do the same thing here.
That belief, I went on and attacked you publicly and persistently. In doing so, I failed to consider the personal impact of my actions. And I lost sight of the basic respect every person deserves. Regardless.
This definitely killed him today. Also, I'm going to run to pee really quickly because I've been live for a bit, so I will be RB. All right, I just paused my YouTube video recording. I'm going to pee really quickly, and then I'm going to be right back. This video is long. All right, we are so back. We are so back. Thank you. This video is long. Empty chair Dio Solo. How are we all feeling before we get right back into the video? This video is crazy. The fucking Michael Jackson thing is insane. Dinner is 5 hours away. Are you on a strict time today? So 6, back 7, whatever. All right, let's get back into the video. All right, we are so back.
List of any dispute, that hit its home. Because of the attention I placed on you, I know that you and your family became the target of harassment and hate.
Yeah, this definitely set off something in him. I mean, the timeline makes sense. The timeline makes a lot of sense when you look back now on the ending of the Ryan Kavanaugh, which I think he was probably very confident he was going to win.
And truly, none of them deserved any of that. The hurt that, was caused by my actions is something I take full responsibility
I've actually
for,
never
and
seen the full thing
I am
before.
truly sorry for that. With this apology and with full respect, I ask that anybody who may have been acting on my behalf directly or indirectly stop immediately.
And it's so interesting that in this probably court-ordered apology, he had to acknowledge that there was a community, and he says, like, directly or indirectly involved with me, who were obviously sending hate.
Ryan and his family and his associates should be left alone now for good.
Ethan spent what some called the best years of the H3 podcast fighting a legal battle against Ryan Kavanaugh over what was initially a copyright infringement lawsuit that then spiraled into multiple defamation cases.
I'm just going to type Ryan Kavanaugh, and I'm not going to, but I'll say this. He does resemble Harvey Weinstein physically, and that's all I'll say about that. If you Google Ryan Kavanaugh, you'll probably find on the top.
Does Ryan Kavanaugh look like HarveyWeinstein.com? What the fuck?
You know that's my website, right?
That's so stupid.
We made that website to help the public.
5 months ago, those lawsuits finally settled, with Ethan on the considerable losing end, having to deliver a public apology to Ryan Kavanaugh on his podcast, as well as censor all of the previous mentions of him on his show.
I'm not a...
Damn, I didn't know they had to go back and censor anytime they talked about Ryan Kavanaugh. That's fucking crazy. I didn't know they had to do that.
Accusing Ryan Kavanaugh, the guy who's suing me from Chiller, of sexual impropriety. I just think they look similar. That's all. Just to make that clear.
Having to remove the best years of your videos and apologize to someone who financially wrecked you for what's probably hundreds of thousands of dollars has to inflict some form of psychological trauma and damage on you. But for Ethan, settling with Ryan Kavanaugh was just a necessary evil so he could pursue his righteous cause of suing women who reacted to his YouTube video.
The whole point of these...
Well, again, it makes sense in an evil way that after him basically losing that or coming off the losing end of the Ryan Kavanaugh one, that he would no longer go up in fights against people that they had a bigger power than him, which is why he goes for, smaller streamers than him.
His lawsuits for me has been activism from the start. That's the primary purpose.
Activism.
And so when I hear that she's kind of learned how to be more mindful with the way she interacts with copyrighted or other people's property, then I think that's a big win for both of us. I think that's a huge dub. If you have a problem with what I'm saying, talk about that. Also, why are you literally lying and defaming the dude who's like suing everybody talking shit right now? Like, people are not learning.
He just threatening. He literally there is saying, why are you coming for me when you know that I'm suing a bunch of people right now? Really? This is where him and his channel have ended up? Really?
They will not learn. They don't believe me still or something. I'm suing 3 people.
Like, a way to hide your morals and reasonings.
This is not the end of it.
One of his lawsuits against Casey Tron just settled and ended with Casey Tron delivering a somber public apology. Gee, I wonder where they learned that trick.
I want to begin by stating I take responsibility for infringing the content nuke. The lawsuit was not frivolous. When I said the lawsuit was frivolous and based on misogyny, it was to garner...
He's only suing 3 3 people, guys. Don't worry. Yeah. But he could be suing more. You know, he always says more coming.
Sympathy, protect my own reputation, and retaliate against the client.
Seeing the juxtapose of this and Ethan doing it to Ryan Kavanaugh now makes a lot of sense that once didn't in my head, that I wasn't thinking of, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. However, I just don't think, and I'll always say this, that the Casey-tron court-ordered public apology changed anyone's opinion on Casey-tron. It changed a lot of people's opinions on Ethan for the worst. But she loves to say juxtapose. Me, when I learn a big word, it's the juxtapose. It's the juxtapose.
You know what? I should just let it play for you guys, right? And we can go back and enjoy certain moments of it. Or, I mean, not enjoy, because certainly that's not the right word to say, but to appreciate.
So weird.
You know, Casey-tron on multiple occasions has said that she felt that she couldn't afford to do it because she is taking care of, you know, multiple family members who cannot work. And Ethan Klein doing that. No,
Adam, it's juxtaposition. What does juxtapose mean? Did I just make that shit up? I have gotten a lot of comments about that actually before. Thank God you pointed out. Juxtaposition. See, I just don't think that's as fun to say. I'm just going to say juxtapose.
that situation, and instead forcing her to release some sort of hostage-style apology.
That's a word too. Adam McIntyre, right, as always.
Just kind of makes the whole
it's the verb.
situation look incredibly, you know, gross.
It's clear that Ethan's goal here is not to establish some kind of new precedent for copyright law. It's just to inflict the same trauma and public embarrassment that he received from Ryan Kavanaugh.
And also, if you are quote-unquote winning lawsuits by settling with people who are openly saying that they're scared they're going to lose their housing for them and their family, then congratulations? Question mark?
Onto his own enemies, who are, again, mostly women creators who have smaller subscriber counts than him.
Ethan has kind of used that, you know, these women did this, you know, copyright abuse in his mind as kind of like a way to shoo off any of the criticisms of misogyny.
To the lawsuit stuff. Now, people are scrambling to draw defense up for the indefensible. There is basically 3 people making the most damning confessions on video. There is no way to honestly defend these people. But I predicted what would happen, and of course, it's exactly what's happening. The refrains are
so weird.
Attacking women, attacking small creators, silencing
pro-Palestine
silencing criticism, targeting pro-Palestine voices, etc., etc.
Ethan's audience also knows that he's going through some kind of extended crash out because they try to inflict the same trauma and psychic damage onto whoever Ethan tells them is the enemy of the weak. What Ethan's audience doesn't fully understand when trying to do this type of harassment is that by trying to give the snarkers a taste of their own medicine, they've become addicted to the formula of gaslighting and public harassment.
Yes, literally.
Just like the snark communities do.
Harassment podcast.
Yeah, that's what the H stands for.
Again, there's another snarking talking point.
I was like such a Karen.
People outside of the snarking community.
I can't believe that. Them saying H stands for harassment in H3. Crazy thing for them to just be talking about.
Community don't use certain lines of attack. Like calling our podcast a harassing. What do you call it? A harassment
podcast.
A harassment podcast is nobody outside Snark says that. It's
nobody outside of Snark, but his definition of Snark is so broad that it's everyone who would say it.
Just an insanely dumb, totally random attack line that is just totally imagined in their psychotic world.
Snark.
It really is crazy. It really is crazy.
Is a made-up concept by Ethan Klein.
Literally.
To weaponize his audience against people he disagrees with.
Yep.
I don't care what influencer you are. There is an audience of people who hate you. You know, every influencer has a snark community, if you feel that snark is a valid term. We exist in an online space that thrives on negativity. And I think Ethan Klein's packaging of snark has been incredibly lucrative for him.
This type of
Yeah.
information warfare is a dime a dozen on the internet these days. Almost every online figure has a snark community in their name. But for some reason, Ethan claims that his snark community is the most dangerous.
I mean, how extreme do I need to get?
And not only is he like suggesting that his is like the most dangerous and the most extreme, but he never ever acknowledges that his audience are big factors in other people's ones. And even when he's confronted with it, he will always just dismiss it. Which, in that case, doesn't that make any argument that you would make against people snarking on you invalid? I think a little bit.
To get these people's attentions. I just don't understand. Because at a certain point, I personally, as a parent and as a person, I can't just sit idly by and let these people continue doing what they're doing.
For that reason, he's spending even more of his hard-earned YouTube and Teddy Fresh money trying to subpoena Reddit and Discord to dox the individuals behind the snark accounts.
Y'all thought
So
I was playing
strange.
games? I'm coming. Y'all thought, oh, Ethan's not going to get our info. Oh, look at Ethan. He's not this and that. Oh, Reddit's not going to give it. Oh, they're not going to give us up. You're done. You're cooked. I'm coming.
Can you imagine that? Like, goodness. If he's not spending his time posting Instagram stories, he is spending his time privately investigating the identities behind anonymous accounts that post about him. Meanwhile, all I'm saying is, like, you have kids. You know, spend that precious time with them. Goodness, spend that precious time with your kids. These Instagram stories are not going to matter in 5 months' time, 6 months' time, 8 months' time, or whatever. But you know what will? Memories with your kids when you look back, because whenever they're so young, every fucking moment matters. But no worries.
All I need is your IP address.
And so ultimately, they will have a charge of copyright infringement filed against them.
That's correct.
That's the idea.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
The charge is specifically inducement of copyright. I don't know. There's some specific
inducement.
There's some specific terminology for it. But then also, because some of your
Hi, Chloe.
cohorts leaked your Discord messages to us, we have some of your Discord IDs, and guess
like imagine this being your response to criticism, and I am calling it criticism because, again, I don't think that he can call it anything else, considering his audience are the most nasty, toxic in the entire world. Remember that. Goodness me.
What? We're gonna if anyone's gonna have your real identity, it's gonna be right there. We're gonna have all your messages. Discord. And listen, don't try to erase them. If you erase them now, it's not gonna look good. And you should know that I'll still get them even.
Do you think someone who does this is happy in life? Like, a genuine question. Do you think someone would feel the need to have to do all these things if they were happy in life? I just don't think so.
If you erase them.
I'm sympathetic to anybody that's going through such, like, you know, that tells me rather that they're going through harassment, because I have dealt with so much of that. And so I was like, well, I'll try to help them. You know, they were making a lot of claims about Reddit at the time too, and snark subreddits, and that's something I've reported on a lot. I reached out to Reddit and I was like, hey, can you look into this? Like, they're making all these claims that they're being doxxed, and the CPS people are calling their...
It's kind of crazy to think as well that, like, going into this, like, Taylor and them were, like, they were wanting help and they were wanting support.
You know, from Reddit and everything. Reddit looked into it. They were like, not only did we not find that, but, like, his community is actually being problematic and abused.
And again, I find that crazy. When he would openly read out that Reddit aren't helping him because they're saying that his community is doing it as well. The fact he admitted that, I'm like, wow. That was crazy to me. And it's also crazy that they reached out to Taylor wanting help. And then Taylor reaches out to Reddit, and Reddit are like, okay, this is happening, or this is or is not happening, but his community are one of the worst on our platform. That is crazy.
When it comes to Ethan Klein's crash outs, they are being milked for content. It's all about how much can you engage with, and how much can you milk a lol cow. And
Wow.
Ethan Klein has proven that, like, he just wants the content, you know? he's milking himself at this point. There's no doubt in my mind that this is just like where he expects this to go and what he wants out of his YouTube experience.
Now, if you don't watch my channel a lot, you wouldn't know this, but I was actually involved in a pretty public lawsuit as well. All that to say, I know how to read these legal papers, and I've done it a couple times. And while Ethan's attorney may be very talented and charge him a lot of money, these subpoenas read like the incredibly deranged ramblings of someone wealthy enough to try to litigate public opinion on the internet. And that doesn't mean that the courts won't take it seriously. I mean, this is America, a country that was founded on frivolous lawsuits from the rich.
Tonight you are saying to our viewers that you will go forward and file a defamation lawsuit against the BBC.
Well, I think I have an obligation to do it. I guess I have to, you know, why not? Because they defrauded the public.
Well, listen up, mods, haters, snarkers. It's going to start settling. These people still think this is a
Not Donald Klein.
joke. All the snarkers and all the people, they keep coping hard about how, you know, Ethan's delusional, his lawyer's an idiot, this is all whatever, and it's gonna start dawning on you. This should be the first peek at what's coming. And what's coming is the full fucking weight of Lady Justice's big fat swinging titties.
But Ethan's...
What? What? I mean, goodness me. Goodness me. I just think anyone who is like openly, you know, wanting to like weaponize like legal threats or the law against people just sucks. Like really does suck.
He's not just pulling a Donald Trump here. He's taking a page out of the book of a very important attorney.
So I'm really anxiously looking forward to an opportunity to depose CNN. This will be the first time this has ever happened. And I think CNN is probably quaking in their boots. We have demanded that they not destroy any documents, any memos. We want to get the editors who told them to edit the tape. We want to get the commentators.
And look, I know in my last video I said that Destiny was like Alan Dershowitz because they both love teenage girls and the state of Israel. Well, for Ethan Klein, he's like Dershowitz because they both love to sue people as a pastime. Oh, and because they both love Israel still. We can keep the Israel thing up there. What do you think, like, Michael thinks about
Oh my fucking god. For fuck's sake. No. You know what? He got his money worth out of this Michael Jackson impersonator. He got his money worth out of it. I'll give him that.
frivolous lawsuits?
I think that Michael, he would believe that everybody's entitled to, you know, be able to have a lawsuit, and I think he believed in the law.
Sorry, this is crazy. This is crazy.
And everything. But that's why he had, he fought for his, you know, innocence.
Yeah.
You understand two-party consent.
Oh my God, we're back to reading the text again. Sorry, this emotional support Michael Jackson is crazy.
That's right.
New York City is single-party consent.
I only say that because I told you the conversation was private and you agreed.
Not sure a court would see my messages as me agreeing with you, but I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Oh, my bad. I thought New York City, like California, was two-party.
Oh my God, even just all of his conversations behind the scenes as well are, you know, about legal things and the law. It's like, maybe sometimes we just should pick up some hobbies. You know what I mean? Sometimes we maybe should just pick up some hobbies.
Nope, here's a link to the law.
This is not me threatening to sue you. I won't. More so just expressing my This
is not me threatening to sue you. More so just expressing my disappointment that you would agree to have a private conversation and publish it. I was polite and respectful the entire time. I'm obsessed with him now having to clarify to people, like, I'm not trying to sue you.
Disappointment. That
the
you would
hee-hees
agree
in
to
chat
have a
are
private
fucking
conversation
crazy,
and
by
then
the way.
publish it. I was polite and respectful the entire time, my friend.
Dog, you straight up were not. You accused me of being a snarker over retweets of people promoting my content when I was just asking you for comment about my interview with Taylor.
But Alex, you started your last video with you shooting me with a pistol. I hardly think that's appropriate in...
Sorry, this Michael Jackson fucking impersonator reading this is just deeply, deeply unserious.
This political climate.
It's clearly a Terminator issue T-1000 liquid metal disguising itself
not that
as you to make a metaphor for warring online communities.
I saw someone with a gun shooting at me.
He's really getting into it. He's really getting into it. Also, Ethan's serious. This is Ethan's response. I saw someone with a gun shooting me.
You think that's okay considering the rise of political assassinations?
Well, you're not going to like the new video either then. I've got a whole factory of T-1000 Ethans.
Please do not include imagery of me being shot.
I would never and have never done that.
LOL. The point is that you shot me.
Jesus Christ.
I can't tell if you're serious.
I already told you, I shot the T-1000 Liquid Metal Edition. That's not you.
The full naming is crazy. The full naming is crazy.
But I know it looks similar considering the T-1000 can disguise itself as anyone and anything. Have you seen Terminator 2 Judgment Day? It's a great film. Also, like...
This is...
Dershowitz, Ethan uses accusations of anti-Semitism as a shield from criticism.
I'm gonna sue you if I can.
Jesus
I feel like
Christ!
There's a lot of ground to it. Yeah, that's gonna happen. So fuck you. Like literally, fuck you. How dare you? After all this time, you go read.
Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this. Someone just texted me and said, Adam, you need to look at this. And it says, Tom Ward, who's Tom Ward? Someone on H3, reveals he wants to strangle Adam McIntyre. What the fuck? This has just happened right now. This was just sent to me from Leftovers Reddit. Oh my god, they're live right now.
If you say so.
Adam McIntyre is such a repulsive piece of shit to me. I can't get over that. I just want to strangle him.
Okay.
Oh!
Tom takes it too far.
I don't know why.
Oh my god.
We're not strangling. We're not strangling.
No, we ain't doing that. Okay.
Oh my god.
Come on, you're the ads guy. How many times you got to see me get in trouble?
That is so shocking.
Tom is not strangling anybody.
No, I'm not strangling Tom out from the paywall.
Strangle him in like a Homer Simpson way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so he survives.
Yeah, Homer lovingly strangles his son.
You know what sucks about that is the H3 community are so fucking vile and so fucking brain dead that I can for sure expect to see like a spike now in like harassment and like that's what like hold on, I'm just thinking if that has just happened, I give it 30 minutes before I start getting and people weaponize like death threats, whatever. I promise you, from them on the H3 saying that they want to strangle me, I promise you that's what I'll be dealing with very, very, very soon. I promise you that. They're so strange. They really are so strange. They really are. My friend just texted me, yeah, they're live right now. That's where it happened. That's so... They really are so crazy. Could you imagine anyone... Sorry, we are literally watching Ethan be like, did you shit me in this? And then you have him literally in the same breath on his show having people on there like, oh, let's strangle Adam McIntyre. I want to strangle Adam McIntyre, whatever. You people are so weird. You people are so weird. You are fucking hypocrites. Anyways, on with this video.
Regurgitate all this shit in the most hateful, anti-Semitic, obsessive fucking freak way, and then to sit here and pretend like you're unbiased, fuck you.
So using anti-Semitism as like a protection has kind of always bothered me. Like Jews in general who use anti-Semitism to dodge criticism is something that...
Sorry, I really am disturbed by this strangle thing. You know why I'm disturbed by it? Because they're violating terms of service as well. Like, they are now on their platform. Like, what have I done? Like, it's so shocking. It really is. It's so shocking. It's so shocking because I'm like, at its core, what have I done? At its core, what have I done? Do commentary? Hold on. Like, to me, I just feel like that's against YouTube's terms of service. It has to be. It's so annoying. Like, I'm trying to see, like, there has to be, like, this has to be violating terms of service. It's just so crazy. It really is so crazy. Truly, at its core, I'm like, what do I do within the H3 universe that, like, without victimizing here, that, like, warrants you having people on, like, and even Ethan and stuff are having a big reaction to it. Hold on, let me go on leftovers in my community to find it. Like, it's so weird. It really is so weird. Here it is.
If you say so.
Adam McIntyre is such a repulsive
Also, who the fuck is this guy?
piece of shit to me.
Yeah.
I can't get over that. I just want to strangle him.
Okay. Tom takes
I don't know why. That's
Tom, chill, Tom, chill.
Okay, we're not strangling. We're not strangling.
No, we ain't doing that.
Okay.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Come on.
dare you.
Come on, you're the ads guy. How many times you got to see me get in trouble?
Is my mom in the chat?
Tom is not strangling anybody.
No, I'm not strangling.
So weird.
More strangle him in like a Homer Simpson way.
Yeah.
Like, it really is so strange. What are
Hey,
people
that
saying?
fucking clip is.
This violates YouTube's terms of service. Bro, Adam's done nothing to them. He's also like 22. These are like 50-year-olds. The vein in his neck. This dude is violent. I feel for his wife. Tom Ward has said he wants to strangle Adam McIntyre. He wants to rip off a woman's eyelashes. They should pour chemicals on snarkers' faces. After watching a clip of a woman with severe facial burns from Nair. Like, this is so strange. This is so weird. It really is so strange. It really is so strange. Also, like, no joke, like, at its core, I do not know who you are. I really do not know who you are. That's what's so crazy about this. How the fuck do you know about me? It's so annoying. They really are so annoying.
Hey, that fucking clip is so powerful.
If you say so.
Adam McIntyre is such a repulsive piece of shit to me.
Yeah.
I can't get over that. I just want to strangle him.
Okay. Tom takes
I don't know why. That's
Tom, chill.
Jesus Christ. They are a whole other entity, aren't they? They really, really, really are. Hold on. I actually want to post that on Twitter. How can I get that video? Can you download stuff from Reddit? I'm sure Ethan does it all the time. How do I do it? Video is downloading. Hey. Sorry, Reddit. I will be stealing the video. Oh my god, they're going to be like, Adam McIntyre posts same video on Twitter that was on Reddit. He is the poster confirmed. Let me see where it is. This is so strange. It's just like, it's so funny because it's like, I'm at a stage where I can like take the harassment from like Ethan's people. Like, I've dealt with it so much. But like when Hila did that disappear thing, as much as they made it, as much as they like dismissed that it wasn't serious, I got so many actual threats from that. Like, and again, I think people weaponize the death threat thing. They use it when they're like in scandals and stuff. But like, I know that you can believe me here that when they did the disappear thing, I was getting like, that was when I was actually getting like death threats. Like, quite like what Madison was reaching out about, these people saying they want to break into your house and blah, 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 or whatever like that. Now, whenever you have someone on your show literally saying that they want to strangle me, oh, great. Like, could you imagine someone ever said half this shit like that on you guys? No. You are like, you're fucking, like, they're dangerous. They're dangerous and they're insane, and it's crazy. Hold on, what do I want to write with this tweet? Give me a second. I'm so annoyed. And it's like, if I tag YouTube in it, then Ethan will be like, you're going and trying to like take us down or whatever. And it's like, then you're never held responsible. So I can't even fucking like tag YouTube in it. I'm just gonna write, this has to be for sure breaking YouTube's terms of service. This is now the second time this year on the H3 show they have... What did Chloe tag me in? Harassment and cyberbullying policies. Oh yeah, I'm sure it breaks all of them. This has to be for sure breaking YouTube's terms of service. This is now the second time I'm gonna write this year on the H3 show they have incited violence against me for no reason. Instigated. This is for sure be breaking YouTube's terms of service. This is now the second time this year on the H3 show they've incited violence against me for no reason. They know what their audience do, and they continue to platform extreme views or threats so their audience attacks the enemy. Also, Tom Ward, I literally do not know you, which is why you having this extreme reaction to me is crazy. This has to be for sure breaking YouTube's terms of service. This is now the second time this year on the H3 show they've instigated violence against me for no reason. They know what their audience do, and they continue to platform extreme views or threats so their audience attacks the enemy. Also, Tom Ward, I literally do not know who you are, which is why you having this extreme reaction is crazy to me. Tom's their marketing guy? Crazy. All right, I'm going to tweet this. I'm not tagging YouTube because it'll just incite more, like, actual violence. It's so strange. It really is so strange. Actually, I am gonna tag YouTube. This has to be for sure breaking at YouTube terms of service. I'm tagging them. I mean, I would never dream of fucking like saying something like that about someone. Like, that's just so... I don't know these people. I really don't know these people at all. I don't know these people. I don't know these people. I do not know Tom Ward.
Hey, that fucking clip is so powerful.
If you say so.
Adam McIntyre is such a repulsive piece of shit to me.
Yeah.
I can't get over that. I just want to strangle him.
Okay.
It really is so crazy.
I don't know why. Is that
Tom, chill, Tom, chill.
I mean, again, I'm going to move on because I want to go back to finishing the video, but I do not know who that man is. Like, I actually do not know who that man is, which is why it's just like, their universe is so crazy because why the fuck do you have that much of a reaction towards me?
Like, grosses me out because anti-Semitism is a real thing. I have had pennies thrown at my head. I've been punched in my head for wearing a yarmulke. Like, I have dealt with actual anti-Semitic attacks. So claiming that me thinking that Ethan Klein, his video, the Casey Tron video is, it's kind of, upsetting, and it feels like the lawsuit was kind of just, this was the goal. That's not anti-Semitic.
Sorry, someone just texted me as well and was like, why wouldn't they use the button for that? Like, actually, why wouldn't you? Like, use the button for that. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. When you think about that, they have a button in place. They have a button in place for things like this, and they didn't even use it. Knowing the impact and the ramification that that's going to have on me, which is also things that they do to, like, Taylor and things they do. You know what I mean?
Anti-Semitism as a crutch is just something that makes me feel icky. And Ethan Klein has definitely used that as a way to kind of like push away criticism.
Ethan has even gone as far as partnering with radical Zionist Dan Saltman on a long-term sponsorship for the H3 podcast.
And that's where the relationship with money kind of comes in, is that Dan Saltman pays for this sort of stuff and allows him also to, again, be kind of introduced to H3's community as part of the brand. The weirdest part of the brand where Ethan says horrible things and needs to cut out before they're live.
You guys may have noticed we got a button sponsor.
Oh my god, what perfect timing. What perfect timing. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, why didn't they button that moment? That's crazy. Yeah, John Cena like follows like everyone on Twitter. I do not know why he follows me. He follows like me and like he follows like every single person that I know. It's crazy. I know that social media intern is worked.
Look at it. Oh wait, my glasses. Redact.dev, guys. They are our button sponsor. Basically, they've got a pre-roll. Whenever I hit the button, you'll see some Redact stuff now. It's a dream partnership.
It just makes sense.
People like to call me like an ultra Zionist, genocidal maniac, and in my mind, I think the Jews should have gotten half of Germany. I think that would have been the fair thing to have in that situation. So it's just but these people for their entire life have been told that Jews are evil, and that they want to destroy you, and if you kill one of them, you're gonna I don't know all the religious terms, but it's crazy. And to combat that level of indoctrination, there has to be a massive influx of resources into that area. There needs to be a McDonald's on every corner, and everyone there needs to be driving a Ferrari. And I know it sounds stupid, but it's only at that point that these people are that the residents of Gaza and the West Bank are going to be like, maybe, let's focus on something besides killing Jews, because life right now is pretty awesome.
Funny enough, when I spoke with him, Dan Saltman also offered me a
Bye, Chloe.
weird sponsorship with his terrible company.
If you ever feel like pushing it, let me know. And, we have an affiliate program that I can get you in. And essentially, if you, for a lot of content, I think it makes sense. A lot of content creators that
I mean,
deal
not
with,
on
like,
this video, because I don't want to sing any bad people back towards you, but we'll talk about it. Sure.
Yeah, but maybe in the future. But yeah, like if you're dealing, I mean, it sounds like you do stuff like, this is what this guy said in the past. That's like always the perfect segue into like, don't want to be the next subject of my video? Use redact.dev and make sure you clean up all of your DMs on Discord, Twitter, Reddit, etc. So, but let me know. No rush.
Aside from business, Dan Saltman and Ethan Klein also share an extreme hatred.
So that's Dan Saltman? I feel like that's my first time like seeing his face. Well, properly.
For Hassan Piker, and a vested interest in getting him deplatformed from the streaming platform Twitch.
Twitch continues to allow him to spread terrorist propaganda with impunity, without even seemingly a warning. Just a full-on endorsement of this terrorist organization right here on Twitch. Now, I don't know if you remember, but basically this is what caused the apocalypse on YouTube, is that ads were showing up next to ISIS videos.
Ethan Klein's obsession with Hassan Piker was the first thing that started his decline in views and subscribers. His casual viewers lost interest and moved on to other things, while his core audience became more loyal and radicalized.
Our audience was extremely...
I think that's a good point. And again, high topical than ever. Like, their audience being smaller now means they're like more of a closer community. And again, when he like utilizes the podcast to spread such like direct hate, like threats, that's why that audience act in such an unhinged way.
Supportive and kind.
Yeah.
And
I'm so like I really cannot fucking believe that like they didn't button that moment. I'm so annoyed because I'm annoyed on the basis that like they are such hypocrites. Like, how dare you do that to me, and then you have the audacity in any way to like come for anyone else? Like, what? You have no problem utilizing the button for anything else.
Again, so grateful, despite everything we've been through, to still have like a significant core audience that supports us, that knows who we are, right? That's the only reason we've been able to continue pushing, right? I mean, there'd be no point otherwise.
Even after making his entire content nuke and debating Hassan live months later, Ethan still can't let his grudge and obsession with Hassan Piker go.
I promised everybody that I was going to take this to the next level.
Sorry, I'm seeing people be like, Adam doesn't want to talk about Trump. Adam doesn't want to talk about politics. Girls, what I said at the start of this is whenever Trump is doing his speech, I was saying that I'm not talking about it because in here we're focusing on other things right now that once we finish with this, we're going to be so exposed to all of the Trumpism of the world and the ever doom around us that I was just saying that this was a space where we weren't talking about his speech tonight. That's all I said. That's all I said. That's all I said.
Yes, showed up to my house. This is only the beginning. This is chapter 1. There's many more to come. And by the way, Hassan, if you think I'm done with you, I'm not done with you by a mile. I'm taking the trash out. I'm saving you for my main course.
And again, the way he like weaponizes this, going one by one to each creator, but not addressing what they do to creators is just crazy to me.
You fucking propagandist, lying scumbag, terrorist supporter who spends all day.
Oh my God.
It's funny, this narrative. Ethan's obsessed with his son. Literally spends hours every day on his stream talking about me. I saw the guy. Don't worry, buddy. I got time for everybody. I'm making time for everybody. You know what I mean? And I'm just that kind of guy. The world is wide enough for all of us.
It really is just so.
So don't worry. Don't worry. You know what I mean? We go from the bottom up, and everybody's catching these hands.
If Ethan put half as much effort into making his podcast entertaining as he did into obsessing over online snarkers and Hassan Piker and filing frivolous lawsuits, he definitely wouldn't be hemorrhaging 10,000 subscribers every single month. He just doesn't care about that anymore. And I don't know if he'll ever be able to come back from that.
We never had to clickbait anything. Like, we would upload like Thanksgiving, you laugh, you lose, whatever. And then people, that would get...
It's also crazy because it's like, would you be happier if you went back to that kind of things? Would you ever prioritize your happiness considering now that you have like a family and stuff?
At like 1 million views. You didn't have to clickbait it. You didn't have to be sensational. You're just like, here's a candy tier list. Those used to get a fucking million views.
Yeah.
Candy tier list, man. If we uploaded that now, content that I know people wanted to watch because they were watching it.
Yeah.
What would that get? Like less than 10,000 views?
Probably.
You know?
On True Detective Season 1, Matthew McConaughey said that time is a flat circle.
Time is a flat circle. Everything we've ever done or will do, we're gonna do over and over and over again.
Well, the same metaphor can be applied to careers on YouTube. At the beginning of his career, Ethan blew up for his lawsuit establishing a matter of law for reaction videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
But now everyone on YouTube is blowing up at him for trying to change that definition to suit his goals of silencing his critics.
Yeah, Ethan Klein's lawsuit with Matt Haas is one of the most important lawsuits when it comes to YouTube. I have cited it.
And again, it is so crazy that it is so monumental and so good in his favor that he would ever want to like jeopardize people's opinions of him in that time frame.
I don't even know, countless amount of times in my article. It's the only lawsuit that really took it that far, that really established what constitutes fair use on YouTube. And Ethan Klein kind of transforming into the person that was attacking him beforehand is, you know, something that I've noticed. You know, you start out as the guy who's defending fair use, creating the FUPA Fund, and, you know, trying to represent creators against bullies like that.
Yeah.
And then you are using the legal system with your own, you know, monetary privilege because you're a lot richer than these people you're suing.
By the way, my favorite part about this is like, you guys can shitpost on Twitter all you want.
Tom is Tana's employee? What the hell is going on? Who is this man? Who is this man? I really don't understand who this man is. Does he work with Tana too? Also, they just did a YouTube poll where they have Adam Rattentire on it. Like they're actively doing this right now. They're so strange. Wow. Really crazy stuff. I mean, it really is. It really is just they are unbelievable. They really are.
But this is an actual lawsuit, and it's happening, and it's coming, and you're gonna have to argue in front of a judge, and this shit is not gonna work, right? It's not gonna work. That's the best part about this. You guys are fucking screaming into the wind.
In many ways, Ethan Klein has become just like all the guys that he used to fight so hard against when he was younger and less wealthy. Matt Haas tried to silence Ethan for making a video laughing at him. Ryan Kavanaugh tried to silence Ethan for defaming him. But now Ethan is the one doing the silencing. Ethan is the one reacting to the court-settled apology.
And again, he's gone from fighting people where it was like an equal fight to fighting people who are kind of have at a disadvantage than what he has.
Instead of the one making the court-settled apology. And I bet at times that feels like a victory for him and his community. But in reality, it's just not.
I win. You lose. You lose everything.
It really is so fucking crazy that like we're just seeing clips from day in, day out, different streams, and it's the same kind of shit. It is the same kind of shit. This just like targeting, threatening.
Look at me. This is me. I win, you lose. And you will continue to lose, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm not done. I'll never be done.
Instead, it makes him look like a bigger and bigger villain to potential subscribers. I mean, who's gonna want to subscribe as a new watcher in the middle of all this drama when a regular H3 podcast episode looks like this?
You called me a racist. You said that I'm hallucinating anti-Semitism. You came out of nowhere. You came and you swung at the king. And you know what they say when you swing at the king?
Christ.
Dan?
I'm confused. Who's the king?
I am.
There's a saying in capitalist America that people vote with their dollar. Well, that saying doesn't really work or apply here anymore, but here on YouTube, people have always voted with the subscribe button. It's a way of saying that they either are or are not on board with what you're doing with your channel. If that number's going up, it's probably because you're working hard to improve your content and people are subscribing to see you continue on that journey. But if the whole vibe of the channel slowly shifts to be vitriolic galvanization against women and smaller creators, you're probably going to vote to unsubscribe. And you should. Because there's a lot of great channels out there that make well thought out videos and interesting podcasts that you might want to subscribe to instead.
Wow. Shout out to Alex. Full video will be linked down below. That was great. That was great. I didn't expect the interviews from Taylor Lorenz. I didn't expect them from Stephen A. Sarch. I didn't expect Madison. And I think one of the biggest things that I've taken away from this, and I guess a big part of it has to do with what happened in the middle of us watching this, which is, these fucking threats, right? Blah, 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 blah. I think what I'm taking away from this mainly is when Madison sent him the threats she was getting, and his response was, I think if I would go through my DMs, I would find them calling me a pedophile, them calling me worse. So he didn't even say that he saw that worse was happening to him. But when someone presented him with what his audience were doing after what he set up, in a way, his response is, well, I'm sure I'm getting it worse. Has he checked? No. He is actively just assuming and diminishing what anyone is going through that he provokes with his audience, that he, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, strangle, It's crazy. It really, really, really is crazy. It's just like, I don't understand how they get away with so much. And again, if they were a channel that was all sunshines and roses, then that would be a little bit different than them being such a hateful podcast and then having the audacity to like call other people out for things. Or you know what I mean? And again, even just speaking on a personal level here, it is really crazy. Yeah, shout out to the Michael Jackson impersonator. That was crazy. to me, another thing that just really stands out personally from a selfish standpoint is how much, like, I personally have dealt with direct, unrelated to any topic, harassment from Ethan, Hila, unrelated to topics, right? They're not giving me backlash for things. They're coming for me as a person, right? That's much different than a topic thing. The amount of examples that I have of that this year, and then I think of when Pedo Troll, the account, came out, or when Paige Christie made that video of all the compilations of all the racist things he's done and said, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, wow. And he is older than me when he did all this than what I am right now. And how dare you hold me to a higher standard than you're even holding yourself to? Because in that perspective, you are therefore holding me as a younger person more responsible than what you were at my age for your actions. And yeah, I think hearing that like H3 wanted to like emulate Howard Stern, I think makes a lot of sense to me now. You know, I think that makes a lot of sense. So anyways, again, I just like, this is so lame beyond belief. Beyond belief. But rules for thee, yes, and this was exactly what I think it was Madison kept saying in her video, which was, you know, they put these rules out for everyone else, but then never once will ever apply them to themselves. It's lame. We'll leave it there. I will see you in my next one, and goodbye. All right. That was crazy to happen midway through. So, like, it really is just so strange. I really don't understand it at all. I really, really, really don't. It's so frustrating beyond belief. You have no idea. Because I'm like, at its core, what have I done to you? Like, at its core, what have I done? I don't understand it. I really don't. And first of all, Tom Ward, I mean, seems incredibly fucking violent. Goodness me. Goodness me. It's just so stupid. If they didn't have such the dangerous audience that they do have, I would look at so many of these things differently. But like, they're just... Tom Ward is a sponsorship coordinator. Goodness me. Yeah, it's just strange. It really is. I don't understand like how they don't acknowledge that like they have no audacity to come for anybody in so many things, you know, in so many things. Even that video we were, you know, just going through, even with Taylor, it really is crazy. It really is crazy. I don't deserve your elbow, Tom Ward. I don't. I don't deserve your elbow, Tom Ward. So, anyways, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not the first time, but it honestly just seems like every time that they talk about me, and again, they're never reacting to a video. They're never reacting to a video. They're never reacting to something I've done. It's like personal, you know? They have like rooted their audience in having a problem with the person rather than anything they ever said, you know, rather than anything they ever say, which is why it's hard to like get through how frustrating it is, because Ethan's community are not criticizing me or threatening me because they don't like a specific video that I've posted. They have been told not to like me. I'm a rat. I'm a snarker. All these different things, which is more dangerous because you have your parasocial, deranged, dangerous audience than hating the person. It's so strange. And again, could you just imagine that anyone else ever did something like that to them? Crazy. Crazy. Bonkers. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't happen. It really wouldn't happen. So anyways, a very unpleasant introduction, I guess, to Tom Ward. But I just think it's ridiculous to be able to have some people on this platform doing shit like this. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. It is what it is. And by the way here, sorry, I appreciate the like people being really nice. I'm not, no, this isn't like, I've dealt with this before. I'll be like absolutely fine. But I'm just saying like, if you can take anything from this, it's like, this is the reaction in real time of someone who goes through what Ethan and the podcast put people through. The existence of that podcast is the reason that like people like me feel like this so often. Because again, we're not sitting here threatening them. We're not sitting here whatever. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And again, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Also, anyone watching right now want to also be a YouTube mod, I will just add some people. Because I'm aware that, like, talking about this, not that you guys have been killing it, but I just don't want, like, because anyone to feel pressured that they have to keep up with anything. So you hate us. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Anyways, how is everyone doing? How is everyone feeling? That video was really good. The Michael Jackson impersonator dude was fucking insane. Like, it really was insane. It made it so fun. Like, that was something that made me, like, just... That was an easy giggle. That was an easy giggle. That was an easy giggle. Shout out to them for that. That was smart. All right, I'm just adding some people here. Do-do-do. All right. How are we all feeling? That was a great video. It was a good video. It was a good video. We're almost at 2K in the Discord. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm like trying to hype myself up to talk about another topic, but I'm just like in such a bad mood now. And I'm in a bad mood. Let me clarify. I'm in a bad mood because I know that like I'm gonna have to deal with his community again and the death threats of it. Like, that to me is just so annoying to have to fight back with. You know, whenever they like do their threats and stuff, that's fine. But like when they do things like this, that's when you know you have to deal with that again. And it's like no one should be at the hands of that from like any creator on this platform. Like, that is so stupid to think as a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, that's so stupid. I can't wrap my head around it at all. I really can't. And hey, I'm not trying to blow this up. I'm not trying to blow this up at all. But again, it's just it's ridiculous. It really is. It really is ridiculous. Like, these people are they're in their, what age are they? Tom Ward age. Tom Ward age. H3. You're not even fucking coming up whenever I fucking type in H3. Google says Tom Ward is 54. Are you 54? You better not be 54. You better not be 54. You genuinely better not be fucking 54, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. I have a fucking 54-year-old on a 40-year-old's podcast where they're just talking about fucking threatening me. Like, shut the fuck up. Ugh, it's so frustrating. But anyways, again, I like can't clarify enough that it's not necessarily that like Ethan or anyone on H3 is like saying this. It's just the fact that they're like allowed to do this. It doesn't even make sense what I'm saying, but like I wish I could like let you know like my thinking with it. Like, of course they're gonna act like this, but that's fine. I'm just like, it's crazy that they're able, like they have the audacity to do it. They have the audacity to do it. Very strange. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. All right. Well, I am going to be honest. I like don't want to be live anymore. Because I know that in about 20 minutes or when that podcast ends that I am going to be flooded with death threats. And I would rather not be at the hands of people trolling me. So, what I might do is just go live tomorrow. But for the duration of them continuing to be live and for people watching that, I mean, I can only expect that you'll see it, you know, here or on YouTube or whatever. So anyways, I am going to leave it there. But, we still had a fun 2 hours. We also have an amazing mod team. Give it up for the mod team on Twitch. And give it up for our amazing little community on YouTube that are helping us as well. I appreciate it. And also, mainly, shout out to the chat for being here. I'm giving it up like we're at a gay bar. All right. Again, I appreciate everyone being here. I apologize for cutting it short. But again, I am aware how this goes. And I think it's probably for the best for none of us getting angry tonight to just